Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel. My name is Ajwa and I hope this video finds you well. If you are new to this place, please consider subscribing, and to all my returning subscribers, welcome back and thank you so much. In this video, I have this mass appealing and complicated fragrance by Fragrance World known as SENIORA, which is fashioned after Perfume de Meliora. And in true Fragrance World fashion, they copied everything to a T, which I sort of, I'm getting used to now. Apparently, this one was manufactured way back in 2021. So I think it was launched with the Shalina and the Shalina exclusive, which is like quite popular on the market. I do not know why this particular one, has not really been out there. I think when I chanced upon this one, I also found out that they have one for Sudbury, which is known as Savory by Fragrance World. I tried that one, but I wasn't too, convinced about it. It smelled like Latafayara to me, and I'm not too, that scent profile is not like my favorite, so I decided not to pick it up. But there's one for Sudbury, which is also known as Savory by Fragrance World. But in this video, I'm coming to talk about SENIORA, which is a very mass appealing black currant, blackberries, vanilla, and a bit of musk. It is quite a simple one. It doesn't have like layers upon layers of nose structure to break down. It is not too different from the original version, which is the Meliora. Upon first spray, you get a blast of that black currant. In SENIORA, the fruity component takes the first place, which is followed by the floral aspect, which includes some rose, and then the vanilla and a little bit of the musk. If you have ever come across the drink Vimto, which is quite a popular drink, which is made up of black currant and some raspberry and some grapes, then I believe you have a fair idea how this one smells, because it gives me Vimto vibes. It has that black currant, which is to me almost like a ripened currant. It gives me like some currants which are at their peak of ripeness, and those kind of berries are quite sweet. Once it gets to that state, it becomes sweet, almost wine-like, and that is the sort of vibe I get in this one. It also gives me this church communion vibes. Mostly church communion, drinks are mostly made of the grapes, which are quite sweet and a bit sugary, and that is the vibes I get in Meliora. It doesn't stray away from the fruity components that much. The rose is quite tamed. You don't really get that aspect from it. Neither do you get a prominent musk or vanilla note in this one. It gives you a ripened sort of berries, predominantly the black berries or the black currant, infused with what I perceive as some raspberry and some grapes in this one. So it is quite a linear one. It doesn't really change in the course of its wear. It's quite a linear one. Although you get the blast of the current, initially, it sort of it doesn't really change much, but at the in between somewhere you begin to get that vanilla, but it's quite mild, and then you get a bit of the musk, especially on your skin. In the air, you don't get a lot of the musk, but on the skin you get a little of the musk. So it is quite a linear one. It gives me that church communion. I know it as communion wine. You get that communion wine vibes from it, which is predominantly a grape or some sort of usually grapes or currant, black currant, or some cranberry sort of feel to it. That is what you get in this one. It doesn't have much of a greenness to it, just like the Meliora. Meliora, the original one, has a bit of creamy vanilla and a bit of greenness to it. But this one does not really have that touch. It gives you predominantly that currant and some bits of rose, just a little bit of that rose and that a little bit of musk and vanilla. One good thing I noticed about SENIORA is the fact that although it has this berries, it doesn't come across as syrupy. Most of the time, these berries and cherries sort of come across as syrupy, which can be a little medicinal, but this one does not. It gives you a photorealistic black currant with some other blackberries. It doesn't give off any syrupy vibes. It doesn't give off any aquatic vibes. It doesn't give off any green vibes. It doesn't give off any like a prominent floral vibe. It is, I think it is like 80% fruity and then 20% floral. I have noticed that one of the greatest criticisms against the original version Meliora is its performance, especially its longevity. People have complained of the fact that it lasts them about 2 hours, after which it dissipates, and I find this one also very similar. This one will give me, or it has given me, whenever I wear this, it gives me about 2 hours of it being projecting, after which it becomes a skin scent. However, I've grown to sort of appreciate fragrances like this because, you know, sometimes you just want to run quickly, do something, or you don't want something to be overly, you know, stay welcome on your skin or on your body. You just want to enjoy it for a while. That is the vibes that this one gives me. It will give you a good 2 hours on your skin, but about 4 hours, you know, around 4 hours on your clothes. So it depends on what you're looking for. Is this longevity, projection, or the smell? For me, I think I like this predominantly because of the smell, but the performance is quite abysmal, just like Meliora. SENIORA to me is predominantly a female or feminine fragrance. There is nothing masculine about this. It is a sweet, mass appealing feminine fragrance, which I feel would be so perfect for the spring and summer, you know. But I mean, you can wear it all year round if you are into fruity fragrances. It is quite a delicate one, you know. It doesn't overwhelm you in a very, you know, bad way. It doesn't overwhelm you, but it is nice enough to give you that oomph that you need during the day for a sunny, you know, breezy day. Something simple, something sophisticated, something ladylike. I don't think I'll particularly put any age limit on this one. It is quite versatile. It's quite mass appealing. So from teenage to whichever age that you're comfortable with will be confident enough to rock this one. It is mass appealing, so men will obviously like this particular one. It is nothing masculine. It is like ultra feminine. I will not say SENIORA is particularly a sexy fragrance, you know, neither would I say it's a sensual sort of fragrance. I think it's an everyday, clean girl, very simple, chic one. SENIORA is very identical to Perfume de Marly's Meliora. Obviously, it is not like 100%, but if I'm not exaggerating, I'll give it 95% similarity. I find every single thing that you can find in Meliora here in SENIORA. I think the only thing that is quite missing is that a bit of that creamy vanilla that you find in Meliora, that is missing here. But you still get that vanilla here, although it's not like the most prominent notes. I think it's more fruity, the black currant, the blackberries, you know, sort of overtake this particular one in a very beautiful way. The scent profile is not super unique. It is quite, you know, a mass appealing everyday one. Perfume de Marly's Meliora sells for around $250, while SENIORA sells for around $15. So the difference is like so huge, but they perform like almost the same. The scent profile, the bottle, you know, the features of it and everything, like almost the same. You know, they both have abysmal performance. So honestly, if you ask me, I'll just say, just save your money and go for SENIORA by Fragrance World if you can find it around locally. Thank you so much for being here, and I hope this video found you well. If you are new to this place, please consider subscribing, and please do not forget to give this video a thumbs up. I would truly appreciate that. Hope you enjoyed this, and I hope to see you in my next one. Take care. Bye bye.